solve one more passage based question that appeared in the logical reasoning section of your CLAT 2021 actual paper. Okay, this is again on COVID-19. So let's see what the author is saying here now. On the day of writing this, India has reported 116 deaths from COVID-19 in contrast to US, with around 1/4 of the population of India has reported these many deaths. So India has reported less of deaths, okay, in spite of population being 4 times the population of USA. Okay, that's what the author is saying. So maybe he is praising India for handling COVID-19 better than the other countries. So, or 16 times the daily deaths in India. Okay, so the deaths in USA are 16 times the daily deaths in India. The UK, which has 1/20th of the population of India, reported 592 deaths. Okay, so compare this with India. Okay, UK and US have 1/4 and 1/20th of the population of India. Still they are reporting so many deaths. Okay, so maybe author is praising India that India has handled the COVID-19 situation better. Okay, or 5 times the daily deaths in India. So in UK 5 times the daily deaths in India. In USA 16 times daily deaths in India. Okay, so many people are dying because maybe they are not able to handle the situation well. Okay, that's what author is saying. On the other hand, India has handled it well. Okay, in spite of being so densely populated, the number of deaths that are happening per day are less. On other metrics, 2 new cases, active cases, the Indian curve has flattened. Okay, if and when the UK and US achieve what we have, there will no longer be celebration. Such low deaths rate would be seen as a victory of the government, citizens and science over dreaded coronavirus. Okay, so author is praising India, the Indian government, the citizens of India, that having so less number of cases is a victory over coronavirus. However, because we are India, we don't get as much credit. We are considered as poor, third world and untrustworthy, incapable of achieving something like this on your own. Okay, so India has achieved, but the world is not giving India the recognition because they feel that we cannot do this. Okay, we are a poor third world country and we cannot be trusted. Okay, that's what the author is saying the world sees of us. Instead of learning from India's experiences, the first instinct is to doubt the Indian data. So the foreign countries, in spite of learning from India's experience, they are doubting Indian data, that we are fudging the data and we are not giving the actual number of deaths or the cases that are active. We aren't counting the cases right. Okay, we aren't doing enough tests. Okay, that's what they are saying. Okay, we aren't counting the cases, not doing enough tests. Okay, that's why the data that is coming is not trustworthy. Okay, that's what the foreign countries feel of India. We don't classify the deaths properly. Okay, don't classify the deaths. Okay, don't do enough tests properly. The list of doubts goes on and on. Okay, so these are the list of doubts. This even as the tests have only increased, positivity rate has dropped, and almost all Indian hospitals are seeing a drop in COVID-19 admission and fatalities. Okay, so now he is saying that Indian hospitals are seeing a drop in the admission and the deaths. Okay, this is happening. Okay, this even as the tests have increased. So this is happening. The tests have increased, the fatalities have decreased. Okay, still they are under the perception that India is fudging the data. They are not doing enough of tests. Okay, that's why the number of deaths per day that they are reporting are less and they cannot be trusted. Okay, that's what the author is saying is the opinion of world about India. Okay, UK and US, if you compare this with India, this is what they are thinking. To think that the deep Indian state is capable of fudging the data at the level of every district and every state and sustaining this facade, okay, humiliation for months, is giving it too much credit, right? So author is saying that you are saying that India is fudging the data. Now to fudge this much amount of data, imagine the population of India, so many districts, so many states, everyone has to coordinate to such an extent to fudge data at such a level. Okay, if you are saying Bihar is fudging the data, then What about Rajasthan? What about Maharashtra? What about Andhra Pradesh? Okay, what about every other village and the district that is there in India? Everyone has to coordinate. And do you really think they have coordinated so much? You are giving them so much of credit. If you are thinking like that, you are giving them a credit that they have done such a conspiracy and they have coordinated so well, which is not possible. Okay, so that's what author is saying. If you are saying that they are fudging the data, you are giving them too much of credit that they have executed such a conspiracy. Okay, and that too in a way that no one is able to know. So it is giving them too much of credit. Conspiracy requires enormous coordination and effort, right? Okay, so author is saying, do you really think they had done so much of effort and coordination to conspire at such a level? And it isn't quite how things work in India. Okay, this is not how things work in India. Now, given that you can check corona data at every ward level, it is almost impossible to fudge the data, correct? Okay, imagine every ward will fudge the data. Okay, is it actually possible to create such a conspiracy? Such a coordination would exist among each and every ward, given that the population of India is so huge. Okay, not to mention they create downwards curve that is moving. Okay, downward curve means the number of cases are reducing. So downward curve that is moving in the same direction in virtually every corner of India. Okay, so in every corner of India the downward curve is moving. Okay, so do you think it is possible to fudge data at such a level? Okay, that's what author is saying. Okay, when the other countries are doubting India about the data that India has recorded. In terms of testing, while a case might be made for a lot of Indians not getting tested, it is also true that random testing has increased in the last few months. Okay, so when you are saying that Indians are not getting tested, think of this. Okay, random testing has increased over the last few months, and now he is giving an example of this random testing. Domestic flyers in Maharashtra from many states, for instance, have to get COVID-19 test done irrespective of the symptoms. Okay, so domestic flyers in Maharashtra, which means someone is coming in Maharashtra from say Rajasthan or say from Madhya Pradesh. Okay, they have to go through the COVID-19 test irrespective of the symptoms. So the tests have increased. That's what he is trying to say. If there was a rampant corona, we would see a spike in the cases from just these flyers, right? It may be hard for people to accept this reality, but almost all evidence point to the fact that India has flattened the corona curve. Okay, that's what author is saying. While US and UK and most of Europe still haven't. Okay, what is even more remarkable about India's achievement is that it has managed to do this without draconian lockdowns. Okay, so we had lockdown only for the first 2 months, April and May. So India did not go for lockdown, because if lockdown happens, economy will be affected. People will lose their job, their lives, their livelihood would be affected. Right, so India haven't done the lockdown, still they have managed to flatten the corona curve. Okay, but the other countries are not ready to accept this fact. They are not learning from India's experience. They see India as a poor, third world and untrustworthy country. They feel that India is doing fudging of data. Okay, and then the author is asking them question. Do you really think it is possible for such a big country to create such conspiracy where there is such a coordination that has went into fudging the data at every ward level? Is it possible? That's what the author is asking as a question to the countries which are feeling doubtful about India's data and India's COVID cases. Okay, so he is positive about India and how India has handled this situation of COVID, and he is giving a message to the foreign countries who see India as untrustworthy. Again, he is asking them question, do you really think it is possible to fudge so much of data? Okay, so this is what is the opinion of author. Now we know about it. Okay, what is he trying to say? So now let's answer the question on this passage. First question is this from the passage. Okay, so what is the question asking me now? which of the following strengthens the author's argument that India has tackled the COVID-19 pandemic better than the most advanced country? Okay, so author is saying this argument that India has handled it well, but which of this argument strengthens what author is saying? Okay, so let's see and read them. Which of them strengthens author's argument? So India's positivity rate of COVID-19 cases and admission in Indian hospitals have reduced. Yes, so you can say that this is strengthening author's argument that India has handled it more better, okay, much better than the advanced countries, because the admission in the Indian hospital of COVID-19 cases have reduced. Okay, so which means the number of positive cases are less. So India is handling it better than the advanced nation. Okay, so this supports author's argument. Okay, let me check the other option as well so that I can confirm with this. India's counting of number of COVID-19 cases is incorrect. No, this will actually weaken author's argument. So if India is not counting it well, okay, which means India is fudging the data. If India is fudging the data, how do you say India has handled the pandemic better than the advanced countries? Okay, you cannot say this if India is fudging the data. So this is actually weakening author's argument, okay, not strengthening it. Okay, imagine there is a debate going on in the court, okay, and someone is saying India is doing well, but someone comes up with this argument. Okay, so he is actually weakening what he is saying, okay, that India is handled better. No, they had fudged the data. Okay, so it's a weakening argument. India's testing facilities for COVID-19 are inadequate. Again, this is weakening. Okay, if India's testing facilities are inadequate, which means how do you say that they have handled this pandemic better than the advanced country? They don't have good testing facilities. Okay, they had not done enough of tests then. Okay, so you cannot say India has handled better than the advanced nation. So this is again weakening author's argument, not strengthening. India's classification of COVID-19 cases is inaccurate. If the classification of cases itself is inaccurate, how do you say India has handled pandemic better than the advanced nation? Right, so this is again weakening what the author is saying. I want to see an argument which supports author, which is strengthening what author is saying. Okay, so clearly India's positivity rate of COVID-19 and admission in the Indian hospital have reduced, okay, which means India is handling the situation better. The number of positive cases have reduced. Okay, that's what is the answer. So clearly this question is a sixer for me, okay, because the options here are very close by. Okay, not very close by, okay, they are very easy. I can say I can clearly eliminate this 3 option and I can see this is an answer. Okay, after I understand author's point of view on this ball, I should clearly hit a 6. Let's see the next question here. Okay, what is being said here? Which of the following weakens, okay, so after strengthening, weakening the author's argument that India has tackled COVID-19 better than the most advanced countries. Okay, so we already saw 3 arguments here, okay, which could be seen as a weakening argument. Let's see which of this clearly tells me it's a weakening argument. India lacks the coordination and effort to execute conspiracies. So this is praising India actually. India is too naive, is being said, and is too huge, okay, to coordinate and execute a conspiracy of fudging data. Okay, so if India cannot execute conspiracies, which means India is good, right? If India is good, India has handled the COVID-19 better than the most advanced nation. So this is strengthening. Okay, this is praising India, that India cannot execute conspiracies. So India is naive, India is good. Okay, India cannot do such conspiracies. So India has tackled better than the most advanced nation. Okay, so this is praising, this is strengthening. Okay, not my answer. I want weakening. Many Indians are possibly not getting tested. Correct. This is weakening. Okay, so author is saying India has handled the pandemic better than the advanced nation. Okay, think about this. Author is saying this in quote. But someone comes and says that many Indians are possibly not getting tested. Yes, if you are not getting tested, okay, your data will not be recorded. If your data is not recorded, country will say that I have less number of positive cases, so I am handling the situation better. So you are taking credit for something that you had not done, right? So this will weaken what author is saying. Okay, if India is not doing testing, they are not having any data, so how do you say they had handled the pandemic better than the advanced nation? Okay, so this will weaken what author is saying. Clearly B is the answer. Okay, let's check other as well just to get the confirmation. Evidence points to the fact that India has flattened the corona curve. This is again praising India. If India has flattened the corona curve, okay, which means if the number of cases were high, the number of cases became low. Okay, so again praising India. Praising India means supporting author. I need something that will weaken author's argument. Okay, so not an answer. India has not imposed draconian lockdowns. Again, supporting author. India has not imposed lockdown, but still they are able to handle the pandemic better than the other nation. Okay, this is actually out of scope. So what if India has not imposed lockdown? Okay, does this in any way weakens what author is saying? No. Okay, this will actually strengthen the author. Okay, so it has handled the situation better by not imposing the lockdown. Right, so this is actually strengthening the author, that India has handled it better, it has not imposed lockdown. Okay, so clearly B is an answer here. That is the only argument that is weakening. Okay, so on this ball I will hit a big 6. Okay, because the options here are very easy. I can easily eliminate the other options and see B as my answer. Okay, options are not close by. Okay, I am not confused between options. They are quite clear and I can easily mark B as an answer here. Let's see now the next question on the same passage. To think that deep Indian state is capable of fudging data at the level of every district and state and sustaining this facade for months is giving too much credit, right? So we had seen this statement. Giving too much credit means if you are thinking that India being such a big country is capable of coordinating and coming up with such a big conspiracy that everyone here is fudging the data, you are giving too much of credit to someone who is conspiring here. You are giving too much of credit to people who are having influence, saying that they are very much coordinated, okay, which is actually not possible. You are giving them too much credit. Okay, that's what author is saying. So let's see which of this describe what I just told now. So there are unauthorized network of power, right, operating independently of the Indian state political leadership in pursuit of their own agenda and goals. Okay, looks like yes, there are unauthorized network. Okay, but what about giving them credit? Okay, so let's see. There are authorized, no, there are no authorized network. Okay, so no one is coming in front and saying that okay, I am fudging the data. That they are no authorized, they are unauthorized. Okay, so this is a negative keyword. Okay, this eliminates this option. There may be, this looks like good. Okay, this is not confirming, but it is saying there may be unauthorized network of power operating independently, okay, of the Indian state's political leadership in pursuit of their own agenda and goals, but their influence is questionable. Correct. Okay, that's what he is saying. You are giving them too much credit. Okay, so let me give you an example. Someone is there in say state of Rajasthan. Okay, he is at a good political influence. He has a good political influence. Okay, he has his own agenda. He is an MLA of say one area, and he has his own agenda that he wants to show that the number of cases in his area are less. So he will do all the influence. Okay, he will fudge the data, will not record the data. But what author is saying is, if you are thinking everyone in India, you are talking about one district in Rajasthan, say, that may be doing this. But if you are thinking everyone in India is doing this, there are so many states, so many districts in so many states. If you are thinking everyone can do this and fudge data at such a level and conspire to such an extent, you are giving them too much credit. Okay, which is not possible. One or two may do it, not all. Okay, that's what. But their influence is questionable. How much they can influence, to what extent can they influence? Okay, is questionable. So clearly looks like C as an answer. Okay, so because he's saying maybe. unauthorized, operating independently, correct. Someone in Rajasthan has nothing to do with someone in Bihar, he has nothing to do with someone in Assam, he has nothing to do with someone in Kerala. Okay, so they are operating independently of Indian state political leadership in pursuit of their own agenda. They are just looking for their district, but their influence is questionable, correct. Okay, you cannot say they can control India. If you are saying that, you are giving them too much credit. Okay, so this is what author is saying. Let's check the last one before I get the confirmation. There may be unauthorized network of power operating independently of the Indian state political leadership in pursuit of their own agenda and goals, and their influence is deep and persuasive. No. Okay, which means you are saying that they are doing it. I am sure they are doing it. Okay, their influence is very much deep, they are very much persuasive, and I am sure that they had done this conspiracy. Author is not sure. Author is asking them question. Do you really think this can happen? Okay, that's how author is asking. They are asking him question. Are you really giving them so much of credit? Do you really think they can coordinate so much? Okay, he is not saying they will do that. They had done that. They are very persuasive. No. Okay, so this is wrong. Their influence is deep and persuasive. No. Okay, he is questioning their influence. Okay, so this is a negative keyword, which tells me this is not an answer. Okay, so not A, not B, not D, answer here is C. Okay, so on this ball, I will not hit a 6, I will hit a 4. Okay, what is the reason for that? Mainly because you have to pick up the right negative keywords. Okay, authorized here, deep and persuasive here. So, and then this also looks good. Okay, but there is only questionable thing if you can add it here. Okay, this option also looks correct, the option number A. So options here are close by. Okay, I had understood the meaning of this argument, but to see each and every keyword and eliminate the option is something that is a task here. Okay, so not a ball which you can hit in the air, you can get out here as well. Okay, so don't hit it for a 6, play it along the ground, play a straight dive, hit a 4 on this ball. Okay, let's try now next question on the same passage. So what is the question saying now? According to the given passage, which of the following statement is not true? Okay, so we know what the passage is saying, right? So what is not true? Developed nations are reluctant to learn from India's experience as India's data is doubtful. That's what they are thinking. Okay, so looks like yes, this is what passage is saying. Okay, developed nations are reluctant because they feel that India is not trustworthy, their data is doubtful. Okay, so looks like this is which of them is not true? Okay, so this is true actually. Okay, this is true. Let's see. I still don't know. Let me see the other option and I can say it correct. Okay, this is not true actually. Developed nations are reluctant to learn from India's experience because they see India as untrustworthy, poor country. Okay, and they are doubtful about it. Let's see the other one because this is confusing me. Not true is this. India does not get much credit for tackling COVID-19 pandemic. True, they're very much true. Yes, so not an answer clearly. Okay, because India is actually not getting credit because they seem to be like India is not trustworthy. India is seen as a poor and third world country. True. Okay, this is being said here clearly, as you can check it here. We did it at the start. Okay, India is seen as a poor, third world and untrustworthy, incapable of achieving something like this on its own. Okay, so yes, this is again true. Okay, so not an answer. I need to find out what is not true. India is seen as untrustworthy and incapable of tackling COVID-19. True again. We just saw this. Okay, I just went on to that slide. Okay, so this is again true. So clearly now I am sure that A is an answer. Okay, because rest 3 cannot be. They are clearly statements which are true. Okay, so according to given passage, which is not true, developed nations are reluctant to learn from India's experience as India's data is doubtful. They are questioning India's data. Okay, they are saying that India being such a poor country, how can they handle this? Okay, we are not trusting them with what they are speaking. But Indian data is not the only reason. Okay, so that is the point that is being put here. India data is not the only reason they are reluctant. There are many other reasons why they are reluctant. So just giving data, okay, all the blame, okay, is not a correct thing. So that's what is being said. Okay, they may be reluctant, but there are other reasons. So this is not true. Okay, if this is not true, that is your answer, because clearly I can eliminate the other option and see to this. Earlier I was confused, but once I eliminate the option, it is very easy for me. So on this ball also I will hit a 6 because I can clearly eliminate B, C, D. I was confused about A, but as I saw B, C and D, I was sure A is the answer. Okay, so that's how you can again try it in exam. So on this ball also you should hit a 6. Let's see one last question on this passage. So according to the given passage, which of the following statements is not true? Okay, is true. Okay, so earlier we saw not true, now we see true. COVID-19 cases in India have reduced because of reduction in the restrictions. So you have reduced restrictions. No, okay, because India has handled the situation well. Okay, it is just not reduction in the restrictions. So it is just that you took out the lockdown and that is why the cases have reduced. No. Okay, restriction, the example would be lockdown. Okay, so think you had taken up the lockdown and that's why you are saying, okay, now I had taken up the lockdown, so now the number of cases are reducing. Okay, that is not possible. So I think this is not true. Okay, I need something that is true. COVID-19 cases in India have increased with reduction in the restrictions. No, okay, this is also not said. In fact, the author is saying that in spite of India taking out the lockdown, okay, apart from 2 months of lockdown, the cases have dropped, okay, as India has opened up more. So he's actually not against the lockdown. Okay, he's saying that even after the lockdown was taken out and we thought that the number of cases would increase, but they have not increased. Ideally you feel like when you take out the lockdown, people meet and that's where there is a chance that the cases may increase, right? But this has not happened. So COVID-19 cases in India have increased with reduction in the restriction. No, they haven't increased. Okay, they haven't increased. We expected them to increase, but they did not increase. Okay, they haven't reduced as well because the reduction in the restriction. Okay, so again this is not. Let's check the C. COVID-19 cases in India have reduced with increase in restrictions. No, if you increase restrictions, which means if you put a lockdown, then the number of cases are increasing. No. Okay, really not. With the increase in lockdown will have reduced with the increase in restriction. No, okay, the author is saying that we had taken out the lockdown and we expected the cases to increase, but they did not increase. Okay, so he is not saying that when we had done the lockdown it was a great period, the number of cases have reduced. He is not talking about such things. Okay, let's see D. COVID-19 cases in India have reduced despite the reduction in restrictions. Okay, so this looks like correct. Despite the reduction in the restrictions, which means in spite of reducing the restrictions, in spite of taking out the lockdown, okay, the cases have reduced. Okay, so clearly D is an answer. Okay, you can confuse this with this. COVID-19 cases in India have reduced because of reduction in the restriction. Okay, observe this keyword, despite here and because of reduction. Okay, so here it is what is being said, because of reducing the restrictions, okay, because of taking out the lockdown, the cases have reduced. Okay, so here because of this, because, okay, it is giving all the credit to this lockdown, because of the reduction in the restriction. Okay, you have reduced the restriction, you have taken out the lockdown, India has reduced. No, that is not the case. Now here he is saying despite reducing the restriction, despite taking out the lockdown, and when we expected that the number of cases will increase, India has still reduced the case. Okay, and that is exactly what the author is saying. Okay, so observe the keywords, and that can help you to reach to the right answer. So on this ball, I'll let a 4. Okay, not a 6. Clearly not a defensive question, because it is not a question which you did not understand. You understood the question, but the options are close by. Okay, since the options are close by, on this ball I'll hit a 4. Okay, so play this ball along the ground. Don't hit it in air. Okay, because there is a chance of getting out on this ball.